Let me know you're here. Um, so I want to talk about something that I'm going through right now because I think it's very relatable and I think that we can all learn from it as I am healing it, as I'm recognizing. And healing for me these days, whenever I notice it, it just takes like a couple days for me to integrate it now, which is so amazing. Because before it took a long time because I made it a big deal. I was making healing such a big deal. I was making it, mean so much more than it actually does. I was making it, I was touching on this, healing is a lot of work and you have to do it a really long time and you have to just like keep going and it's like really hard and it's grueling and every single time it comes up again, you have to do it again. But really, it's just once you do the work, once you do the work so that you can lift the 100-pound weight, the 100-pound weight doesn't feel so heavy. So that's where I'm at right now. And the thing that I want to bring to attention to y'all is this idea of not being okay with losing. I am the girl. And I'm talking about girl because this is, when I was younger and the girl inside me, the little girl inside me. I am the little girl who was playing a game and got mad when she lost. Oh, look, she's back. The light outside is going like, it's so cloudy here, so it's going like in and out. So I am that girl. I'm that little girl that was angry when she lost. I was super competitive. And this was, I could see now when you look back and you're like, oh, you have this unconscious belief brought to you and you're like, whoa, I didn't even realize that was affecting me. This is what I mean by unconscious, where you're just like, like your jaw drops, okay? This is what I'm talking about right here. So this unconscious belief was that, I can't lose. And I started to think back, like, how did I feel anytime I lost a game? I was angry. I was like, why do they think they're better than me, right? Because for some reason in my childhood, when I lost at something, there was somebody pointing their finger in my face and I was choosing in that moment to feel like I was less than them. But here's the thing, y'all. Anytime that we fail, anytime that we lose, it's a moment for us to grow, right? Finding wisdom in that. And it's also a moment for us to understand that winning and losing does not mean that you're any better or worse than someone, right? And I'm talking about worthiness here. Because if you're Usain Bolt, you won because you are the fastest. And that is great. But that doesn't make the person that lost to you any less worthy of love, of money, of whatever you want. It doesn't make them any less worthy. It just means that you were faster in this moment. And I think a lot of times whenever we lose something, we make it mean something about us in the long run. We start to label ourselves and identify ourselves as something. This light is cracking me up. It's literally like right across my face, but it's fine. It's all good. And that moment where you realize that you have been making your losses and failures, your amount of money you're making, your amount of money you're not making, means something about you, is the moment that you are giving away your power, but once you realize that you can shift it. And so here's where I'm at. I'm recognizing that when I think about losing to my dad in chess, I want to murder someone. And I don't actually mean murder someone. What I mean is I get so angry and I make it mean something about me. I make it mean that I'm less than, that I'm dumb, that I don't know anything, that, right? Let's go to the very extremes, right? And it makes me angry because I come to this point where I'm like, I'm smart, right? My little girl comes out. My little child comes out. It's like, I know. I'm not dumb. I'm smart. Wah, right? Stomping my feet. I'm like, why do you think I'm dumb? You can't think I'm dumb. And then I do everything in my power to make sure that this person knows that I'm not stupid. Why does that matter? Literally throw the game away. You don't ever need to play that game ever again. What you need to do, what I need to do, is heal myself and recognize that whether I win or lose makes no difference whether I'm worthy or not, because we are all born worthy. And in recognizing this is a moment that I can heal it. And I can start to see how it's affecting my money, how it's affecting my business, how it's affecting my passion, how it's affecting my relationships, my life, right? How it's affecting the way that I choose things, how I make decisions, right? How it's affecting how I show up for myself. And whenever you finally realize this, whenever you recognize it, right? This is the shadow work that I teach in my programs, y'all. So listen to this very carefully, because I don't normally give this to people that I'm not working one-on-one with or in a program, because it's deep work, and you have to do the work, and you have to go through it in a way that you relate it back, because if you don't do that, then it sticks around, because you're not actually seeing where it came from and how it's ruining, destroying, challenging your life right now. And so when you look at it, then you can laugh. And that is where I'm at right now. Because we don't look at ourselves and say, oh, I can't believe I'm doing that. This is ruining my life. I can't believe I let this happen all this time. You say, oh, hey, I'm so happy you showed up. Thank you for bringing this to my awareness. So now I can shift you and use you as a power. You know what this means about me now? I'm competitive. You know what this means about me? I'm driven and I don't give up because I like to win, right? So no matter if I fail, no matter how many times I fail, I will not give up because I know that I'm going to expand in every single one of those challenges. What it means about me that I don't like to lose, you know, it shows me that my superpower is in my awareness, that I am so aware of myself, of my thoughts, of my actions, of my beliefs, that I get to choose who I am, how I want to be, how I want to act in any moment of any day. And so my superpower is that awareness, recognizing this. So you turn your darkness into genius by accepting it. Yeah, I still feel that competitiveness, but now I can look at it. I was playing volleyball the other day, another story. And this volleyball session, I used to not like playing with people that didn't play well because I'm pretty good at volleyball. I'm very tall, come on y'all, I can say this. I also played for a college team, so I can also say this, that I'm pretty good at volleyball. And I'm playing, and we're playing with not so good people. And you know, that competitiveness, that anger of like, why isn't this person trying harder, comes out. But because of this awareness, because of this realization of who I am, light is giving me a headache now. Because of this awareness of who I am and how I'm feeling, I get to choose in that moment. Do I want to feel this way? Do I want to be angry because somebody else is doing something in a certain way? No, I'm just going to chill and find joy and find a lesson in this, right? That's the whole point, y'all. When you're feeling that type of way, when you're feeling that resistance, you look at it and you find the lesson in it and just sit in it. It's not trying to get out of it. We're not trying to say, oh, I don't want to feel that way. Like, gotta get out. You can act that way, right? We all have been there. We're like, no, running away. But instead, if you turn around and you just look at it and you sit with it and you just get curious about it and you don't make it mean anything about you, this is when it's way easier to transform. It becomes a transformation, an instantaneous transformation, because as you look at it, you dissolve it and you turn it into something else. You transmute it into the energy you want. And so I transmuted that energy of anger around people not being good at volleyball. I'm laughing because it's hilarious. Into how can I find more joy in this moment? And how can I just chill and take what comes to me, right? Literally, when the ball comes to me, let me just take it and do what the best I can with it. And you find so much more joy in that rather than resisting the moment, rather than trying to make the moment something that it's not. And so when you find that, you find the genius behind the darkness. When you accept the darkness, when you look at the cast out parts and you say, all right, this is me and I love you. Is this how we want to be? right now in this moment? And if it is, hell yeah, you get that competitive ass onto that court, girl. Go for it, right? But if it's like, hey, this is actually making me angry. This isn't productive competitiveness. This is actually harming my joy. Then you can take a step back and say, how do I want to feel? And you can dissolve it, let it go, transmute it into your genius. This is the work that I'm talking about. Being okay with losing, because knowing that it doesn't mean anything about you. Being okay with not being the best, right? Whatever that high expectation is that you're creating for yourself, because you can see the lesson in it. This is what I'm talking about. And this is directly tied with how much energy, how much capacity you have to hold more and more energy in your system. How much space you have within you to hold the chaos and know that it means nothing about you. To see the amount of money that you have and knowing that you're continuously worthy, whether you have $0 and you live in a car, or you have $20 in your pocket, or you have $1,000 in your bank account, or you have $1 million in 1 week, right? It's all the same worthiness. And when you can see it, it's not a competition against anybody else. It's not even a competition against you. It is truly a game of joy. In this way, you can face your fears and you can learn from them, because you can know that every single failure that you persevere through, that you be like water, right? As Bruce Lee says, I think it's Bruce Lee, right? If you can do that while you're in this, then you will come out expanded, evolved, and with a new eye, with a new view, with a new perception of the world, with more wisdom than before. And you will probably have learned a shit ton on the way, especially if you're talking about like technical things or whatever that is, right? I'm talking about in business right now, because when you're in business and technical stuff goes wrong, you have to figure it out, right? And we're not going to sit and we're not going to cry about it. And we're not going to make it mean anything about us, that we can't do this, that we're not cut out for it, that we always fail. So I can't keep doing this. Is this even meant for me, right? It's not about that. It's truly about seeing it for the lesson that's going to be uncovered, and knowing that no matter what, you have it. No matter what. Not if everything goes perfect. I've heard this from many mentors, and it is evolving in my consciousness right now. And so I wanted to share this lesson with you, because I'm here. This is where I'm at. Recognizing that I am not okay with losing. And again, I'm laughing because it's really funny when you eventually get to this point, and I'm sure a lot of you are here, and you have gone deep into yourself, and then you recognize something else. You're just like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious, because you have the tools to move through it. And that is what this healing is all about. That is what this self-inquiry is all about, because when you self-inquire, then you are able to discover your own methods of healing. And that's what all the things I teach are about. That is literally what 100% Trust is about. That's what my new program is about, that I named the Codes of Radiance. Oh, I love that name. That's what it's about, is creating so much awareness within your system, so much intuition within your system, that you know exactly how to heal yourself. And yes, it may be scary. You're probably going to want someone else to tell you, right? You're going to want someone else to tell you, how do I do it? What do I do? Give me the next step. And there can be guides. Hey, try this. Hey, try this. Try this hat on. Try this shirt on, right? But your own style is going to come out. And this style is going to reach out to other people's souls who need this work as well. And this is how you pass it on. By healing yourself first, by discovering the ways that you can heal yourself, and discovering the ways that you can express yourself. This is the work right here, but you don't have to do it alone. That's the key. Because when you do it alone, there are ways to get lost in it. But when you have someone holding your hand, walking beside you, being accountable for you, you can ask questions, and they can show you truths that you may not be seeing. And that's what coaching is really all about, y'all. Coaching and mentoring. It's about guiding you to your best answers, about you letting yourself figure it out. Yeah, there are a ton of strategies, emotional strategies, mental strategies, trauma strategies, breathwork strategies, meditation strategies, right? But what feels the best on for you? It's going to be a totally different style. And you're going to resonate with other people who love this style as well. And you're going to resonate with your coach or your mentor who have something that you want to learn, who have the embodied self that you want to learn from. But that embodied self is going to resonate with your soul as your soul is going to resonate with someone else, especially if you want to be a coach of your own. So it all starts with you. It starts with that inner work, and it starts with you recognizing and laughing at yourself for when these shadows come up. So that's my story. And that's what I'm working through right now. And I hope that resonated with some of you. Give me any comments or likes, anything that I said here that resonated with you. Write it down in the chat box, in the comment section, so that we can all be here together. Because the more and more that the energy of this space is a collective energy, the more that we're going to grow together. The more that we are going to learn, it's going to be quicker and quicker, accelerated transformation. Because that is what the hive mind is, right? That's what the mastermind is. That's what these groups are for, y'all. So that people can grow together. People can recognize that everyone is on the same journey and we can all be here together, and we can, the more the merrier, because that means more fun, more play. All right, loves. Check your inboxes. Got that 10 days to being balanced. Came out today. I sent it out. For some reason, I wanted to wait till Thursday instead of Wednesday. Don't know why. Just followed my intuition. So that'll be coming out the next 10 days, except for the weekend, because enjoy your weekend. And it is a sneak peek into the Codes of Radiance. And it's a journey through my story, through my psyche, and the things that I've done to heal myself. So I'm giving you just little journal prompts in a story, and I hope the story speaks to you. I hope it speaks to your soul. I hope it resonates with you. And don't be afraid to reach out and chat. I'm not going to try to sell you anything, or I'm not going to try to coach you unless you want to be coached. I just want to connect with you and hold space for you. So if anything, if it feels aligned, reach out, let's chat. Because I poured my soul into everything I do. And it feels beautiful to connect with people on that level. So thank you so much for being here. And I am so grateful. Have a lovely evening.